Hello people, I've been playing Newcastle a lot and I think it's a very good legend, and I found a couple of tricks that may help you. So here are 12 tips and tricks found that will help you master Newcastle. Tip number 1. Use your mobile shield to push. At the core is a defensive ability to help you rest people and provide cover. But there are many times in Apex when you are trying to push but there's just no cover anywhere and there's people waiting at the end of the hall. That's when you need to throw your mobile shield and push forward with your squad. It is a really strong ability, especially in close quarters like halls where the enemy is in front of you. You can move up slowly while preparing to attack your enemy. But you gotta remember, the shield moves very slowly, so you have to throw it at where you want to go, not where you at, or you'll end up being a sitting duck in the open. Tip number 2. Newcastle has the Fortify perk, so don't be afraid to peek. Challenge somebody, take a gunfight, take a bubble fight. If you both hit your shots, technically you will win, because you will take 15% less damage than other legends. So don't be afraid to use your mobile shield or wall to initiate fights, because you might just win. Just remember to hit your shots. Tip number 3. His ultimate, the castle wall, can be used vertically. You don't have to be at the same level as your destination. Try to find creative places, especially if you have teammates. Get your teammate to high places, like using a valve to a cliff. Then use your ultimate to jump to him. It will be very useful when you need a good place to secure, especially on those final rings. You will be very surprised at how far and how high you can go with this ultimate. It might just even save you. Tip number 4. Do not, I repeat, do not revive dryly. I see many Newcastle players just trying to revive people and counting on their only passive knockdown shield. It's not that strong. It has a limit, and if the other team is good, they will just focus you and you will just die. Instead, drop down your mobile shield before reviving and move back with it. Yeah, because you can move while reviving, you can also order the mobile shield to move back with you while reviving. That way, you have 2 layers of cover protecting you while you are reviving your teammate. 2 shields at the same time. Who wouldn't want that? Tip number 4. He is not Gibraltar. He doesn't have a bubble like Gibby, so do not expect escape danger just by dropping your mobile shield. You have to be aware because your backside is not covered and the shield moves very slowly. You don't have a bubble that covers you 360 everywhere. Instead, if you are in danger, after dropping your mobile shield, use your ultimate to jump away. Find your teammates, find a cliff, find a house near you, just jump with your ultimate. It will reach very far, it will provide cover when you land, and you can heal behind it. Tip number 6. Use your abilities to block line of sight. Newcastle abilities are strong, you have to admit it. He has 3 shields. So if you are stuck in a place where there are multiple enemies coming at you from different directions shooting at you, use your abilities. Throw a mobile shield to block the doorway. Build a wall to block line of sight so people can see you. That way you can focus on one team while the other team cannot push you, because you have your abilities there. You can even block doorways with your walls. It's so strong. Which brings me to my next tip. Do not be afraid to use the wall. If you need to escape, build a wall. If you need to block doors, build a wall. If you need to revive, build a wall. If you need to push somebody, build a wall. When you think you need it, just use it. It has a very low cooldown. By the time you have your next fight, you will have your ultimate again. There are many times when I used a wall in a fight and suddenly I already have the ultimate again while we are still fighting. And you can be creative with it. You can go anywhere you want. Tip number 8. Newcastle is a team-based legend. I know, you wanna get 20 kills, you wanna get 4k damage. But in the end, Newcastle is a team-based legend. It's best if you don't run ahead, because that way, you can either save your teammates with your wall or revive them and help them reset with your revive shield and mobile shield. It's like a semi-Gibby and lifeline. You cannot expect to go forward, find much success, unless you're a god. Tip number 9. I know we've been talking a lot about abilities, but remember, your abilities can break. It has a time limit. It is not a Gibby bubble, it has health. You gotta remember, this is really important, that your abilities can break. You cannot just throw it anywhere and just take cover there, especially like in the open, expecting to be okay. Because if they break and you don't have any other abilities, your team is gathering around you, yeah, you are doomed. You're gonna die. Number 10. Your mobile shield actually can climb. At the beginning, I thought this mobile shield can only go straight or maybe go down, but it actually can go up certain surfaces. It can climb things you thought it could never do. It's amazing. Tip number 11. Your ultimate has a zap. So when you drop your wall, bam, like that, right? There's an instance where the front of your wall actually has some static electricity, which if enemies touch, they will actually get stunned. And the last tip, tip number 12. Subscribe for more tips. If you want to see those tips in action, look at this video. Newcastle is really good. I hope these tips will help you become a master at Newcastle. Thank you for watching.